Alright, here we go. Hold on a second.
We ready?
Make sure everything's right.
I made sure all the settings were fine.
Okay,
We're big
I'll
Gucci.
trust you then. Here we go.
Alright. Game 1, Valhalla versus Inspire. Aspire. I've never really stopped to listen to the music on Paris. Alright, so
That's
here
one
we
thing
are.
that I do like about this map.
I do like the music. So Seb, go ahead and tell us your views on this map. Because rumor has it you don't really like this map.
I absolutely hate this map.
And why
I
is
don't
that?
like how it's set up. I think Blizzard should listen to their community when they say they hate 2CP maps.
Yeah, I think that too. It's kind of odd that they keep adding these 2CP maps to the game, and this is one of the better 2CP maps in my opinion. Just because like there are multiple chokes.
Attackers incoming in
That's
30
true.
seconds.
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna be seeing a solo tank for Valhalla. Yeah, I think orange is Valhalla. Spire is the
No,
red,
red is
and
Aspire.
orange is Valhalla.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Alright, so we're starting off here. We got one tank, just Reinhardt. On Valhalla, we got Reinhardt and Zarya on Aspire.
Aspire's running a pretty standard comp, I'd say. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Valhalla, on the other hand, has a really interesting comp. Some you don't see a lot.
Opting to go with 3 DPS. The Discord. Be able to get them a lot of damage, maybe sink them a lot of kills. But nothing really too big is happening right now, just a lot of poking at the choke. Valhalla taking down 2 picks. This isn't looking good for Valhalla right now.
Hard on that. Aspire will get one of their
Valhalla
own,
looks
but it's a
another
trade-off.
one.
It looks like
Aspire only missing 2. And Aspire will take the point there. Very well played by Aspire.
4 picks that fight.
We got a lot of ultimates coming online for Aspire.
Dizzy is gonna get picked early though, before the fight even starts.
Looks like Psych is gonna get his shatter before Black One. Couldn't quite read that name there. And now it looks like Aspire is going to be opting to turn to the left choke point. Not quite deciding where they want to go yet.
I don't know how I feel about that against the Bastion Symmetra. It's gonna be really hard to push through these little narrow doorways against that. But it's also a really good point to push Bastion on.
Oh,
Villain's
and they
gonna
net
get
the
picked
kill on
really
Villainy.
early.
Aspire's looking pretty good right now. Coming up the stairs to meet the Bastion. Coalescence comes out from a fire. And Shatter is huge, but it's not quite going to get any kills because of the Transcendence. Well played by Bakhama. Aspire uses their visor, but the fight is lost, unfortunately. And this is just cleanup for Valhalla at this point. Very well played by Valhalla. With Shatter online for Valhalla's Reinhardt. That will be the only ultimate they have in this next fight.
They'll come in with May.
They'll come in with Blizzard.
Bastion as well.
And Sloppy Toe
Bastion's already at 70.
will come in pretty late in the fight, though. The ult economy is looking pretty even for both teams. Alright, looks like they're going right this time. Opting to take the high ground against the Bastion. But the Bastion is set up in the corner.
Very interesting Bastion positioning. Got a flanking Junkrat. The Zen spots that though. And Junkrat's gonna get back to his team.
Very interesting positioning here. You don't see this a lot in the ladder.
Reinhardt
Oh, but
charged,
Reinhardt charges away from his Bastion. This could be bad. Bastion pops his ultimate.
Bastion ult.
Unfortunately, not in a very good position to use that, as they will just reset and regroup and wait for their Reinhardt to come back.
Yeah, I think Aspire's just kind of going in here and trying to get Valhalla to use as many ults as they can. And build their
Also
own for the moment.
getting their Graviton Surge online for this next fight.
That could be huge with the Riptire.
Yes, a lot of fights have been lost to Graviton Surge and Riptire. And it looks like they might actually be able to get the Riptire out of the equation here. No, not quite.
Aspire is split up for their main tank though, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Izzy's just gonna go right in on
Psyche
that.
gets
A
pinned
lot of
off
ults
the
coming out.
side. A lot of ults coming out on the point. The res on Sloppy
Still
Toe.
an even fight though.
Sloppy Toe's in trouble here. Their Junkrat has
Aspire
secured
has
the high ground.
3 picks right now.
Graviton Surge comes out. And Shatter
huge
comes out to
slam
block
finds
any damage. And they clean up the fight. Reinhardt comes to contest the point. Shatter comes out, securing 2 stuns, but not quite securing any kills. And Riptire comes out to meet the Bastion that comes to contest the point. Mei is contesting the point.
I
But
think they're just gonna hold on to
unfortunately,
this as long
guys,
as they can.
trying to secure as much time as they possibly can so that they aren't at a disadvantage for the next round.
And it looked
Very
like
well
that
played
ended
by
about
Aspire.
3 minutes.
3 minutes is pretty good time on Paris. That's enough to cap 2 points on the second round. I'm very interested to see what kind of composition that Valhalla will run on attack. Will
I
they
don't
keep?
think their little off meta comp that they ran the first round worked too well.
No. In my opinion, they should have ran like a Bastion bunker comp instead of running a Reinhardt, because Orisa is actually really strong right now because of her movement increase whenever she's shooting. So now she can reposition herself very fast while still dealing that damage. We're going to be seeing here what kind of picks we're going to see. Haven't quite got their composition together yet.
Once again, Aspire opting for a very... Actually, I wouldn't say it's a super meta. They have the Orisa with the D.Va, but that's something you don't see far too often. Going double main heals.
I actually
No
like
defensive ults, though.
the D.Va pick for Aspire here, because if they control the high ground with their tank, well, actually they only have 1 tank right now. Valhalla does. Bakhama is still not picked. And that'll be really unfortunate if he doesn't make a selection here. It doesn't look like he's going to be selecting a hero. And he decides to go Orisa, which is kind of an interesting pick here. Especially on
Not sure that's
attack.
gonna go out. Looks like they're going to be teleporting to the right of the choke.
Oh, but
A
Fango
quick
gets
pick
picked
onto the
off.
Mercy.
They're going to have to regroup here. Sidekick.
Reinhardt's going to fall too.
Ski. I don't know. Spicy. Villainy goes down. This is cleanup for Aspire. That did not go very well for Valhalla at all.
Aspire didn't build up that much ult charge though, surprisingly. Nobody's too far above half.
But they will have a lot more ultimates than Valhalla, so they really are at an ultimate advantage here. Bakhama actually makes the switch to D.Va, which is probably a lot better for them than the Orisa.
Yeah, I like that pick a lot more. It looks like they're gonna teleport right up there. Never mind, I think
No,
they're just trying to throw in
The turrets. Not a lot is happening here. They're just kind of poking at the choke, trying to gain some ult charge, maybe to get an advantage over Aspire here. And Aspire will have 2 ultimates online, coming up on their 3rd and 4th and 5th. And they use Coalescence to make an engagement here. The Psyche doesn't really know what he wants to do here. High Noon comes out,
High Noon,
securing the kill on Bakama, Baby Diva. It looks like they're going to push through the main choke. Coalescence is going to come out. Barrier is destroyed.
Yeah, they're just gonna go
Psyche is in a
die.
trap. How would you pronounce that name, do you think, Seb?
Nerf this.
That's
Fissy?
a good question.
All systems checked out.
But anyway, Valhalla is going to lose another fight, putting them at a very bad disadvantage. But they do have more ultimates than Aspire. So this next fight
Valhalla's gonna
could
opt
seal the
for
deal.
Pharah now. This should be interesting.
Villainy swaps to Pharah, Mercy combo, but Fangirl gets picked off, removing the Pharah Mercy combo, and Villainy gets out of... Very interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel
Very interesting
about
tire.
Pharah against McCree.
Very interesting tire there. And
Mecha activated.
Spicy goes down? Tied on the point. And Bahama is the only one left. Valhalla only have about 2 fights here. They have 3 ultimates at their disposal. But Aspire
think
is
they'll have
quickly
time for
coming
2
up on
fights.
2 more ultimates. Let's see how they engage here. They can't quite go through the main choke as they'll be met with an Orisa pull and a lot of incoming damage. And it looks like they are opting to go to the main choke.
Make picks for both
They get a
teams.
pick
Galli is
on
gonna get the
toe,
res
but
into
it's
the
going to get
jump route.
rezzed.
Oh, Bakamas is gonna find Ali though. That's a
Oh,
huge
but Valhalla!
pick. And they get their own res. Huge picks from Valhalla.
Oh, but
even
Tyre
bigger
comes
pick
in
from
and
Aspire,
secures a
though.
kill on their Reinhardt and their Moira. Bomb secures the kill on Dizzy.
Pick onto the McCree.
Diva Bomb is on the point. And it looks like Valhalla has lost the fight. I don't think they'll be able to get back to the point in time, but Bahama is actually
If
on
this
the point.
Diva can stay alive for long enough, then they might be able to touch.
They might be able to recontest here if Baby Diva can stay on the point long enough for overtime meter to be still there.
Reinhardt's gonna charge on. Finds the
Spicy
Junkrat.
finds
This
the kill
may
on
be
the
winnable.
Junkrat. That's a huge kill
He gets
for
another pick on the
Valhalla.
Mercy.
Oh, but Shatter's
But it
not
does look
able to
like
get
Valhalla's
anything
gonna
before
lose
he
it.
dies. And it looks
Junkrat
like
absolutely.
Valhalla's tire is coming out, but it does not secure any kills. And Aspire will take the first game on Paris. Very well played by Aspire. What do you think went wrong there for Valhalla, Seb?
Of the game.
I just think the comps that they ran weren't good for them.
Weren't
They
very
didn't-
conventional.
Yeah, they didn't make the right picks. Well, Aspire was playing really meta and they were playing it well.
They were playing very well, taking the high ground. They never really tried to contest the high ground from Aspire there, which was questionable. But they did almost recontest there, and that could have been huge for Valhalla. It is unfortunate they lost that.
Next map is Blizzard World.
Next map we're going to be seeing here, Blizzard World. Who's lost right on? Is he just a spectator?
No, he's on Aspire, I believe.
Alright, we're going to have to get that sorted out.
Okay, it looks like Aspire's gonna say where they're at.
Valhalla doesn't really have any subs here, unfortunately. Kind of like how last night, Beating Frenzy had a lot of subs, but Training Bots didn't have any subs, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think it's really hard whenever players start to tire out.
Yes, it has a very bad mental effect on them, playing several games in a row.
Let's see here, so... Hold on a second.
Looks like Dizzy is going to be in the spectators for Seb, and Seb will be playing for Aspire. Isn't that right?
That's what it seems like.
Looks like we're still waiting for Valhalla here. To decide what they want to do.
Alright, looks like both teams are ready.
And we're going to get right into Game 2, Blizzard World hybrid map.
Welcome to Blizzard World.
A lot of bad reactions to this map whenever this map came out, but I'm actually quite fond of this map in many ways, because it really brings a lot ranged meta. Widow is very effective on this map, as is Hanzo, because of the very long stretched out chokes, and the point is very, very open. Not a
I
lot
just
of
feel
cover.
like this map is super grueling. It seems very long to play, but it's a lot like
Yes.
every other hybrid map, really.
It's hard to play aggressively on this map with all the poke damage that you can get out on the way to the point. But most teams would opt to take the high ground on the right side of the point to be able to close the distance. And it looks like we're going to have a Winston and Roadhog for Aspire here, and a Brawl tanks over on Valhalla with the Sombra pick. Sombra was very big pick last night in the game with Feeding Frenzy and Training Bots, and I'm very interested to see what happens today when Sombra is utilized by Valhalla. And it looks like Dizzy is going to be playing Widowmaker. Like I said, Widowmakers can take advantage of the very long drawn out choke points.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I have seen Dizzy on Widow a lot in the past, so I'm excited to see what he can do here.
Ooh, almost finding the pick on that Mercy there.
He's playing pretty far forward though, but Valhalla doesn't have too much poke damage here. They
Looks
are
like the
on
Pharah
triple
Mercy
support right
combo
now.
will come out for Aspire as well.
The Pharah is hacked on Aspire.
But not really able to net that kill. Just preventing any poke damage coming from the Pharah to charge her barrage. Doesn't look like she's having very much luck charging that up. And she is hacked again, and it might be able to secure the kill, but not quite, and Sloppy Toe gets picked off. Very unfortunate. Like he's feeling a lot of pressure here from the Pharah. And the Winston. Winston dives
Yeah,
in.
Winston's going to be very hard to play against the Sombra.
Their main tank goes down. This is bad for Valhalla.
Sloppy Toad does swap to Soldier, it looks like.
Not looking very
Dizzy
good.
gets a huge pick, as well as Pharah.
And
Another
it looks
huge
like
pick.
cleanup for Aspire here. And they're going to be able to take the point unless somebody can contest. And
I
it
think
doesn't
Reinhardt's
look
just
like
gonna
they'll
go for
be...
a little bit of ult charge and
Doesn't
back
look like
out.
they'll be opting to contest the point here. But it looks like
Reinhardt is
Psyche's
not gonna
actually
get
going to be picked off,
The payload.
which is a
Very
huge stagger for Aspire. And also feeding a lot of ult charge. Almost all 6 ultimates coming online for Aspire here.
I'm still not sure how I feel about the Winston Roadhog, but it seems like it's working out for him. So
It is working out
Might
pretty
judge
well. I honestly did not expect this tank combo to work out very well. But it looks like it was
they're
able to
both
net them
very
that
good
first pick.
solo tanks.
Uh-oh.
Huge
Villainy
pick on
goes
him.
down. That's a huge pick. Because they won't have the sound barrier to block any incoming damage. And Sloppy Toe gets
Another
picked
pick.
off. This is looking really good for Aspire here.
Dizzy's
Dada
doing
is able
very
to find the
well
kill
now.
on Psyche. I still don't know how to pronounce his name.
I think it might be Fisky.
Fisky. Okay, that sounds a lot better than Psyche. And it looks like they might be able to cap the point here, unless they are to contest. And they do cap the point, making Valhalla waste their Graviton Surge and Coalescence, and they will opt to back up and let them have some space here, and giving Sloppy Toe the big 20 caliber bullet to the head there.
That was a really good grab from Jayhawks. It was a. It had 3 people in it, but they weren't able to do anything.
They just
with
were
it.
not able to follow up on any of that, and weren't able to get damage into the grab before they capped the point. So very unfortunate for Valhalla there. Still a lot of ults on Aspire here. They are dominating the ultimate economy. But it looks like Black One's opting to go for a bit of an aggressive approach and gets picked off. Oh, and Visor comes out from Sloppy Toe, eliminating 2 and getting rid of that Far Mercy combo completely.
I really like this swap for Bakamas. I like the Reaper against that.
But
tank combo
unfortunately,
they
he
have.
is going to get picked off. Yes, Reaper does work very well against Winston and Roadhog, because sometimes
Sorry, is pretty far place here.
sometimes Roadhog could dominate in the space that he is given. And it looks like Primal's going to be coming out. All Psyche is dead, or Fisky. Whole Hog will come out for Aspire. And Sound Barrier. A lot of ultimates being used by Aspire here, but not really netting any kills. And the pin comes out on Data, and the shatter is humongous.
Sloppy Toe is building these visors fairly fast though.
Very, very quickly, Seb.
And they're seeming to do, he's doing well with them too. He's
Oh,
getting,
but Jayhawk gets picked off. And the res comes out for Dizzy. This could be a huge turnaround for Aspire.
huge pick on the ulting Reaper.
That was amazing by Dizzy. A lot of people would falter under the pressure of an ulting Reaper.
Very easy to do.
Oh, but their Winston dives in. Although he's alone. And he gets picked off. Unfortunate. 2 picks for Aspire now. This is not looking good for Valhalla.
Reinhardt charging in, I don't know how that's going to go for him. It looks like he's going to get
It
taken
looks like
down.
he is also going to be eliminated. And Reaper, he's opting to go for
Soldier
the jump rat.
75 divisor, but I don't know if he's going to be able to live through this. It looks like he will be.
Looks like Valkyrie is going to be keeping them alive here. And Sound Barrier. The tire
coming
comes
out,
in, but
gonna
does not
find
net any
anybody saved
kills.
by the barrier.
It looks like Visor is going to come out here. And net the kill on Ali B.
Pick.
It looks like Dizzy's under some pressure here. And
A
the
huge
Death
2 picks from the
Blossom
Reaper.
securing that fight for Valhalla. Dizzy will be able to clean up Dizzy here.
Bakamas got 3 huge picks that fight. Really helped them secure that fight.
Definitely.
And it looks like he's going to go onto the flank here. Maybe try and
Get a cheeky
Get
kill
Dizzy out of
and then
position.
Wraith out.
hopefully he sees that Dizzy's not on the Widow anymore and he's not going to try and 1v1 him.
Yes, Dizzy making the switch to McCree to hopefully put some pressure on that Reaper and maybe give him some stuns so that their team can actually focus them down. Whole Hog coming out by the Black One. Getting the kill
Aspire
on
is gonna
Sloppy
have
Toe.
a Riptire coming up as well.
Oh, but
Huge
Shadow
slam,
comes
finds
out.
3, secures 1.
Ooh, unfortunate. But the res comes out for Villainy and Valkyrie.
Still a very close fight.
Very close. This is
Good boy,
anyone's
the
game right
moments.
now. High and Tide
Huge
comes
picks
out.
on Aspire though.
And
it does
that
look
looks
they're
like it's
clean this
gonna be
up and
it.
win this fight.
For Aspire.
Score 0-3.
I think that Valhalla really fell apart whenever they tried to, you know, put some pressure on them there. It was a little bit questionable for the Winston to jump in by himself. And I think those 2 picks at the beginning of every fight were not working out too well for them.
I think that in the beginning they did a lot where they had that off meta comp and they were with a triple support and they just weren't doing it well then, but towards the end there they started pulling together and doing a lot better. So hopefully we see more of that this next their attack.
Yes. I just now realized that the white one and the black one are on the same team.
Ready.
That is pretty interesting. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a bunker comp for the Aspire.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Opting to go Reaper and Hanzo here with 2 main healers. They will have a lot of sustain here, but not really much utility coming from the healers. And it looks like dive tanks for Valhalla
5, 4.
with Junkrat and Soldier 76.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Opting to set up on the low ground here, the black one.
Very interesting push. They're going bottom left. I don't know if they're gonna be able to fight him here though with the Reaper and the Hanzo.
Yes, the very close
Huge pick for
range.
Aspire.
Dive tanks don't really strive in small areas like this, and that is going to secure the kill on Jayhawk. The Reaper will be popping off here, and it doesn't look like Aspire or Valhalla is going to be able to do anything with that push.
Aspire has a lot of ults going into next fight as well. They have the Hanzo ult, the Orisa ult. They're coming up on Valkyrie for Mercy and the Death Blossom for Reaper as
I'm
well.
actually very surprised that they didn't get Death Blossom during that fight, as their Reaper was
Yeah, he
doing
did
a lot of
damage
work.
here. 2 more picks at the beginning of this fight. Really, Dizzy's already up halfway to Dragons again.
Unfortunate for Valhalla, they can't really commit to anything as they need to regroup. Spire is playing a very Shield break coming out. They have actually swapped onto Pharah to be able to contest that Hanzo here, and maybe put a little bit of pressure on that Reaper. And Sound
I
Barrier
really
comes
like
out for
that swap
Valhalla,
here.
so that they can actually make an engagement, and they will be
Villainy is
picking
really
off
far in
Fisky
herself though, and both of Villainy
and Valhalla's push is instantly shut down. Unfortunate for Valhalla, but Bakama is actually able to net a
still in.
kill on the white one.
He's gonna stay in. I think he'll get staggered here though and give. Well, there's not much ult charge to give there actually.
That's unfortunate. That is a big stagger for Aspire. They will not be able to come back until that Bakama has come back.
And they will be having 4 more ults coming into this next fight. I'm excited to see how this will play out. They don't have a lot of combo, but they do have.
They do have
Just
the way
a
better
high
ult
quantity of
economy.
ults.
It looks like Dragon's going to be used. And it will kill
We'll find the
Fisky.
Reinhardt.
Staggering their Reinhardt. I don't think that they will commit to anything here. But it looks like Jay is actually going to be pushing forward. And Villainy.
Aspire is going to get
Sloppy
a
Toast
little
sinks a kill on
here.
Dizzy, but it's going to be rezzed instantaneously.
60 seconds remaining.
There's not really much they can do right now. They're going to have to commit pretty soon if they want to have 2 fights left. And they get the kill on
Mirage
data.
just find one.
Will not be
That
able to
was very
res.
big. Interesting swap onto the Bastion here for Valhalla.
Yes, Bastion is not really seen too often on attack, but it does work due to his massive damage. Although he loses a lot of mobility.
30 seconds remaining.
Nerf this.
Looks like Diva Bomb's gonna be coming out. Seeing a kill on
Will find the
Bakuman,
jump
nobody
trap.
else.
And the remake will
And the
get a
remake kill on Villainy.
as well.
You don't see that too often. Doesn't look good for Valhalla. It looks like a lost cause here. We have Valkyrie and Supercharger, giving them both damage boosts.
They do have to keep engaging here though because this is their last fight.
This is their
Don't think
last
they'll be able to
push.
do anything, though.
And they will
Villain's
not be able to
gonna
touch
get
the point.
back.
And Aspire will take game
take
2.
map 2.
Very well played by Aspire.
Hold on a second.
Play of the game.
Well, it'd be
Oh,
on the
Mercy
Mercy.
played the
You
game.
don't
This
see
is
this too often.
Let's get you back in the fight.
Reminds me of the old days.
For the next map, we will be moving into Oasis.
But
Epic.
generally have mixed emotions about this map. There are a lot of different ways to push on Oasis maps, and that's what I like about them. Is that they have all sorts of choke points and ways you can flank. It's just a really interesting map.
I see a lot of teams do change up a lot of things on control point maps. They do a lot better or worse than they
Yes.
do on other types of maps.
There are a lot of viable compositions for control point.
Swapping Lazria and Ali now.
Did you swap the teams?
How do I do that?
Just go to move and swap all. And then you gotta change their names.
I can't change their names.
Here, just give me the leader.
I am.
See, last night this actually really tripped me up because I was so used for Feeding Frenzy being red instead of orange.
Yeah, it's what confuses me a lot as well.
I know a lot of people have blue instead of orange. It's just a personal preference. I'll go ahead and get the leader back to you.
Just waiting on the ready from Valhalla. And looks like we'll be going into map 3 now.
Oasis, control point.
Welcome to Oasis.
Yeah, I think control point maps are a different type of map altogether from what we've seen so far, so I'm excited to see what both teams are going to pull out here.
Yeah, you can't run too defensively. Like, if you were to run a bunker comp here, you would have to be able to secure the point before doing anything else. Although, the infamous Goats comp is also really good at fighting on the point. So if we see that, it might not be a good way to go here. Especially on this round objective here. With the map in the center, there will be a lot of cover for the Goats comp to be able to close the distance.
Ready for battle.
But it doesn't look like we're going to be
really
seeing a
hope
Goats
they keep
comp.
this Torb.
Jayhawk is going to be going Torb. Really
This may be a
excited.
troll pick, but I really hope not. It looks like Aspire is running Genji Tracer
Welcome to the stream.
Round
with
one, capture
Diva Roadhog.
objective.
This is a very interesting comp.
Diva and Roadhog, the double off tank composition. This is usually what you're going to be running if... Oh, but it looks like Lost Riot has left the game. Unfortunate. You gotta pause the game, champion.
Yep.
Alright, so we're gonna have a little bit of a pause here to let Lost Riot have some time to get back. Who was he playing? Do you know?
I forgot.
Uh-oh.
I gotta trade these people. And they will be back. Alright,
Oh, looks like...
time to go back in now.
Alright, well, we all have Lost Riot back here.
They are gonna be at an immediate disadvantage to this fight though.
Definitely. But it looks like they've actually picked off the torp, so now it's looking even here. Alright, let me get back here. But it looks like it's going to be rezzed given the... That's actually Valhalla. Looks like Valhalla will be 6v5ing here. Lost Riot still not picking his character yet.
Yeah, he's saying his game is messed up. It's past the pause time now though, so if he's out, we can't pause the game anymore.
Looks like Blade's going to be coming out for Aspire here. Netting the kill on the turret and on Sloppy Toe, but Sejiro, Cedar Q, getting demeched here. And Fisky also getting picked off. We'll secure the point for Aspire. Valhalla not really having a good night here. Bringing it their all. Sloppy Toe actually able to find the pick on data here. They're not really committing to anything just yet. It looks like they're going for a behind Diva bomb here. Villainy looking pretty low. Uses Diva bomb on the point. Able to hit the black one, but not quite securing the kill. And Valkyrie will come out for Valhalla. This is looking pretty good for Valhalla so far. Oh, but Supercharger gets taken out, and Fisky gets taken out. We will see the res on Fisky here. And we will secure the point for Valhalla here. Turret getting the kill on Dizzy, staggering him quite well. Well, it looks like Blade is going to be coming out for Aspire, but Transcendence is used, so it will completely deny any of the damage. And Sound Barrier is actually used for Aspire here to be able to take some space, but unfortunately not utilized, and Diva Bomb is used to secure the kill on Bakuma and Sloppy Toe. This is huge for Aspire. Molten Core is used. Fortunately shut down.
Find data. Interesting Diva Bomb there. Not gonna find anyone. Aspire does have take advantage here. They will find Tracer. Valhalla will.
Very well played by Aspire here.
Diva, and they will capture the point. Lost Riot is back. Hopefully he can pick a character.
Looks like Lost Riot is gonna come back. This is the last fight for Valhalla here to be able to recontest the point. It's not looking too good.
Reptire's coming out.
Oh, it's actually
Pulse Bomb finds Zen. Data will fall to the Junkrat trap. Bakamis is gonna get rezzed by the Mercy.
This is anyone's game right now, but Fisky gets picked
Finds
off,
Orisa,
but
gets
Dizzy
picked.
gets traded. And the white one goes down.
Valhalla looks like is winning here, probably.
Looks like Valhalla will actually be able to stay alive here, but getting demech, but opting to use the Diva Bomb to stay in the fight. And they will cap for Valhalla. Very well played. The black one actually gets resurrected after getting picked off by Jayhawk. It looks like Villainy is going to get demeched here. Looks like Vizzy's getting aggressive here. Sound barrier will be coming out. This is anyone's game, not any kills secured yet, but Fisky goes down, and Villainy gets demeched. This is looking amazing for Aspire right now. They might be able to take this round. And with that, I think that they will cap and win this round of the control point. Unfortunate for Valhalla, almost securing that round, but just not netting the kills that they needed to with their ultimates.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle.
This map is very different from, or this round is very different from the last one.
Yes, this map on Oasis is very enclosed, but a bar can still be utilized. But it doesn't look like
it's very closed in, but the point is fairly open.
Yes, the point is very open here. We might see a lot of good Diva Bombs here, as a lot can happen on the point. It looks like
Spire's going down below. Valhalla just gonna walk on a point, probably wondering what's going on right now.
Looks like they've figured it out here.
For the enemies. And Aspire is behind.
And now
I've seen that strategy before.
Cedar Q finds the pick on Bakama, surprising them. Looks like they caught them off guard here, and they will be able to take this fight. Velocity gets picked off.
He's being frozen though, but he's interesting fight there, but Aspire will take it in the end.
Able to secure space for their bunker comp here.
Sloppy Toe is going to get a pick on the Orisa that's very early though. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Ooh, but Dizzy is getting frozen, and Dizzy gets picked off. Aspire could fall here, as they won't have Genji's blade to shut down any incoming damage.
On the flank now with this team. Big
but
pick
the black
the
one
Orisa.
goes down. Valhalla's looking pretty good right now.
Going to drop into the hole.
Akuma finds another kill on Data.
Health up. Extremely good picks on both sides. It's still a fairly even fight here.
Very even
Genji
here.
will be hacked.
And Transcendence will be used for Valhalla. It's actually looking pretty dire for Valhalla here.
Both Diva Bombs coming out and the blade from Dizzy will find one. Diva Bomb will also find one to trade off. I don't think Diva will stay up long here. And
Villainy here.
Aspire is going to take the point. He's going to keep the point rather.
Looks like Dizzy's getting very aggressive here. But Sombra's EMP comes out on the point. Not really able to secure any value there.
The white one.
Unfortunately.
The male does come out, has Data not frozen. Doesn't look like going to find anybody. May will get picked off.
Very unfortunate for Jayhawk there. Not really able to get any value out of that blizzard. Oh, but Genji Blade comes out for Aspire. And it's able to find the kill on Sloppy Toe, but he does get eliminated. Villain's mech goes down.
Aspire's just pushing him into comp. They're not even going to be able to touch point.
Very well played by Aspire, and they will win the game. Did they play the map 4?
3-1. Yeah, they still go map 4.
Okay. So we still got one more game for you guys. And that should be Junkertown. Like Izzy comes up in a bit of a pop-off here. He's getting a lot of kills.
A lot of dash resets there.
Who would you feel played the best on either team there?
During that map in particular,
Thank you.
Just that round. On the last round.
I thought both of the Orissas were playing very well there. Fisky and the white one were both, in my opinion, top contenders in that map. Or in that last round especially, on that map. What did you think?
I thought that Fisky was getting a little bit of aggressive, and he was getting focused down a lot, and I don't know how he was really reacting to the pressure, but I feel like the white one really did get a lot of value out of those pulls, and was able to secure a lot of value for Dizzy.
Anthony on blue, and Ali also on blue. Okay, and Lazria is going to come out for Ali here.
I'm actually going to take a minute to look at the stream chat. Control Moint. Stream chat is roasting us right now. Clorox Bleach is the only one that really seems to be chatting. And he pointed out that they were going very hard on the paint. Doesn't look like Aspire is quite ready yet.
Alright, Aspire is going to be ready, so we're going to hop on into map 4, Dunkertown.
This is actually one of my favorite maps as a Winston main. Winston can get a lot of value off the roofs on the first point. There's a lot of open areas for him to dive on. So I'm wondering if we're going to see some Winston play here.
Been seeing a lot of pirate ship on this map, so I'm not so sure about whether each team's going to do what they're going to play here, really.
I'm hoping to see a lot of bunker comp here because it is looking pretty good in the meta, and it would get a lot of value off the payload here. But I don't think we're going to see a Bastion. Unless they opt to go for the Baptiste, Bastion, Orisa combo.
Ready for battle.
Doesn't look like any Winstons, but it looks like a little bit of a bunker comp with Pharah and Widowmaker for the Aspire.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
But it doesn't really look like they have any defensive ultimates to be able to defend against any very burst damage comps. Also, mirroring supports here for Aspire and Valhalla.
It's very interesting to see Briggs from both teams. You don't see Brig played a lot.
Especially
I
on
haven't seen a lot of Brig
Junkertown.
this season. Yeah, Junkertown's a very open map, and to see Brig here is just really interesting. Can't say I hate it though.
Doesn't look like they're going to be doing anything with the payload here. Mostly brawl with that Brigitte and the Reinhardt. but having the D.Va to be able to contest the high ground. Looks like a hack on the D.Va. Might be able to demech, but no, Sloppy Toe actually gets picked off and they trade with Data.
Dizzy is gonna find Bahamas.
Akuma. And Fisky gets picked off, losing their main tank, which is a huge disadvantage for any team to lose their main tank. Oh, and the
That's
white
a really
one
good
also
pick onto
gets
that
taken down.
Farah. She was dominating that airspace.
Definitely. Oh, Villainy not really able to mech back up. Unfortunate.
They are gonna get to pull off the res though. That was a really huge Orisa pull.
Looks like Valhalla is dominating the high ground right now with that soldier being able to poke damage behind the shield while they are fighting in the front line. But Bahama actually makes an interesting decision to go out into them. Gets picked off for it. Dizzy is now hacked, not able to escape.
I don't know how I
Sloppy
feel
Toe,
about it.
but Sloppy Toe does get eliminated there. Not really seeming to find any value from that hack. And it looks like cleanup for Aspire there.
Dizzy has been doing very well in this Widow today.
Definitely. Looks like they're going to be opting to close the distance with the Reinhardt and the Brigitte here to brawl on the point, and Sombra ult comes out, and D.Va Bomb combo, only able to find Data. And Data actually gets resurrected there, but the Shatter is blocked by the Orisa shield, and D.Va Bomb comes out. Visor unable to find any kills there, except for on Dizzy. That was interesting. I actually thought it was over.
He did a lot of damage there, but the Mercy was just doing so much healing to cancel that out.
Definitely.
Huge ult from the white one is
Valkyrie
gonna find 2 picks.
Valkyrie is a very good support ult, enabling her to heal her whole team. Looks like Supercharge is going to be coming out for Aspire here. Able to net a kill on Villainy out of mech. Looks like Bahama is taking a lot of pressure and will get picked off by the white one.
30 seconds.
Ooh, and Sloppy Toe gets eliminated as well as Fisky. It does not look good. They're really staggered. This will be their last engagement. Spire is really dominating their space right now. They're not really able to commit to anything, but they have to touch the point to be able to have a chance.
I think Valhalla's biggest mistake here is not doing more to take care of that Farah, because that Farah is just dominating them.
Definitely.
He's got 2 picks nearly every fight. A huge
Oh, but
4K D.Va
Villainy
bomb though coming out from Villainy.
being able to secure 4 kills, and Dizzy goes down. They might be able to cap here, Seb.
Farah is gonna stand, but I think she might not make that
D.Va
alive.
putting
actually.
pressure on that Farah.
Gonna try and keep her from getting away, but she's gonna get out.
And they might be
I
able to
don't think
recontest here.
Aspire will recontest here, but they might.
Looks like the black one is
looks like
going
they
to
are.
recontest. The black one gets picked off, securing that they will not have the space to be able to.
just feeding ult charge here.
Yes.
Not too much they can really do. A
Bakama.
huge visor coming out from Bakama, so.
Welcome to Junta Town.
Looks like they're going for a D-mech on Cedric. Looks like Villainy is pushing up a little far, trying to get some ultimate charge to get her bomb for the next fight, to be able to engage with that Diva Bomb.
Maybe get another 4.
But Cedar is looking to build up her ultimate as well, but is very far off from that point. And Diva Bomb goes over to secure a kill on Ali B.
That is going to be a huge pick going into this fight.
I don't know if Aspire will be able to turn this around with the ultimates that they have. But Barrage can secure a lot of kills.
I don't know if they'll be able to use Barrage though. No, they're not.
No. And it looks like cleanup for Valhalla here. We'll be able to cap the objective on the second checkpoint.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Very well played by Valhalla here.
Time to raise my APM.
There's a lot of ults coming online here. Hack on Diva will get her out of mech, and a Tide, not being able to suck up any of that. But it does not secure any kills, and Barrage comes out securing a lot of damage and being able to clean up that fight.
Only one left on the side of Valhalla is the Sombra, and she's nowhere to be found for them.
But Valhalla has a lot of ultimates here, almost 6 ultimates. They will definitely be able to make a good push here.
I think they'll hold bomb for another EMP bomb, even though their Sombra did just fall. I think the best thing here would just be for them to back out and wait.
But they actually
and then push
find the
into
res
team.
on Sloppy Toe. They may. Uh-oh, it looks like they're going
Another
for it.
EMP bomb.
But it does
gonna
not
find
secure
anyone.
any kills.
The Visor is gonna come out though. Aspire is using their supercharger. Aspire finds 2, maybe more with that Diva Bomb, another one with the bomb. It looks like they are gonna win this fight as well.
Using a lot of their resources here.
The res onto Data.
Looks like Aspire is actually going to take that fight, despite all the resources used by Valhalla there.
Valhalla does still have 2 ults though, which is about equal to what Aspire has. Aspire does have 2 support ults though, so that can be very good.
Definitely a lot of healing will come out. Oh,
Slaying
unfortunately
blocked by the Orisa
shatters
shield.
into a barrier.
30 seconds remaining.
It looks like they're trying to find an opening here. But there's Arya, does get pulled. And he is looking pretty low, and Villainy goes down.
Izzy
4
finds
versus
2
6
picks
here.
this fight.
They
Villainy
will
does
have
get
to
res
commit
back
very
up.
soon.
Kill the Mahal.
Reinhardt just charges right in.
But
Gets a lot of damage, but does get
Fisky
picked
gets
off.
taken out though, and it's not looking good.
White one with another pick.
Dizzy
Onion
gets
getting
picked
shut
off.
down by the Mercy.
And it looks like Aspire is going to win this fight. Fangirl being the only one left, and Fisky coming back in. He has to.
Not much
Diva
you
Bomb
can be able
coming
to do
out,
here. It
put some
looks like
pressure.
Aspire is gonna stop them here.
And Aspire stops him on the beginning of the second checkpoint.
Score 0-2. Switching sides.
There's actually a lot of chat that game, so I'm going to go ahead and
Initiating.
read the stream chat. It's just Clorox bleach. Aspire is King Kong going against Jack Black in the movie.
Ready for battle.
Oh,
That was just a spectator.
yeah. I was kind of worried there.
Yeah, it was too.
for Aspire, as they lost last round
Attackers
due
incoming.
to some
Villainy
connection
is going to
issues.
be on the main tank. It looks like Valhalla's going to go the Bastion comp that we've been waiting for.
Double shields, it looks like. A lot of sustain for the Bastion here, but if they are able to get past those barriers, there will be nothing left for the Bastion to defend himself. Looks like
This
Fangirl
is
will
looking
be
a
doing the
lot
dance
like the
emo
comp.
on top of the fence.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Valhalla's running something very similar to what
incoming.
K-Great ran in the past.
Stop the payload.
But I'm not sure about where they're holding. It's
Yes,
always
the high
been
ground is always a
interesting spot.
questionable point right here because it's such a slim high ground and it can be used to funnel a lot of damage from the side. But let's see what they do here. Looks like the Bastion is pretty much uncontested at this point. Being able to secure a kill on the white one, trading with Sloppy Toe.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht
Looks like
vorbei.
Sloppy Toe
They
will be
no longer
resurrected.
have that res for the Bastion though if they need it, so that is not good. And Villaony's going right in, gonna get picked off fairly quick. Bash sitting behind, fairly uncontested though, but he is gonna get picked off. And they're just gonna move right along here. Maybe. Aspire's fighting pretty far forward, just trying to get those picks. Dizzy getting to himself.
Looks like Riley's gonna come out
And the
and
tank's
shatter.
also getting a... Black one got to that fight. That was a very good fight for Aspire.
Looks like Aspire is going to cap the point here. No chance to contest for Valhalla.
I'm not sure how I feel about the Ryan using Shatter in that fight though.
Definitely. Looks like Dizzy is going to get picked off though. But since they are right next to their spawn, I don't really think it matters at this point in the fight. But that will be able to secure ult charge for Valhalla.
Aspire's just gonna leave the cart behind. They're gonna push forward and fight their own battle.
Looks like they want to contest the high ground here, but they're not really having much luck. Looks like
Diva Bomb,
Diva
flying right
Bomb will
behind
be
that shield.
huge and getting the Bastion off the high ground, and they will be able to take him out. This is not going well for Valhalla. And the Shatter's going to come out. It is huge for Valhalla. Pinning, but unfortunately, Aspire will take that fight.
Genji Blade
coming
very
out.
early is gonna force out the Transcendence though, which is gonna be huge for starting off next fight. Not sure how I feel about Trans being used there. Don't know if that was totally necessary.
Guess this will give them a big advantage because they have to hold him right here on this second checkpoint, or they will lose the game. They basically have to fight them in their spawn point. They cannot afford to make any mistakes here.
Reaper
Looks like
coming
a-
out, not gonna find anyone.
It's actually going to get eliminated there. And Shatter is going to be huge for Aspire. Both Valkyries coming out for each team. Morella is going to come out.
Fisky is gonna drop. Looks like Villainy will be next.
Looks like Villainy is the
And it's
only
just
thing
not
between them
looking
and
good for
victory now.
Valhalla.
And Aspire is going
And
to cap
Aspire
the
will
point.
take the series 4-0.
4-0, Seb.
Play of the game.
It didn't look like Valhalla was really able to commit to a lot of fights, and that's what led them.
This was extremely good play.
Yes, this is what secured them that point. They would have lost that point had it not been for Villaini's carry there. And it looks like everyone is... Oh, it's just Lost Riot in the chat. I was reading all the left games, and it was just Lost Riot. But Valhalla unable to take any games, but at least winning a control point round. They will definitely have to get better for their next match against Aspire.
Go ahead and end the stream.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and end the stream here, folks.